And in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, the quarantine centers in Meghalaya are playing a crucial role in this war against the deadly virus. The state currently has a total of 2,247 beds at quarantine centers, while there are 896 beds in corona care centers, 529 beds at dedicated COVID hospitals, and 21 beds in ICUs. Moreover, with the thousands of returnees back in the state government has adopted a new strategy to send returnees directly to quarantine centers upon arrival, where they are kept for 3 straight days until their test results are out. So far, around 10,151 people have returned to Meghalaya from across the country, with few thousand more expected to return soon. Furthermore, your channel Northeast Live visited the largest quarantine center in the state, the IIM Umsawli, which has a bed capacity of 250, to see how they are coping with the mounting pressure. Supervisor of IIM Umsawli, O.L. Kurba, who has been away from his home and spending most of his time at the quarantine facility, informed us that approximately 160 people are currently housed in the facility and returnees are arriving on buses on a daily basis.
We cannot leave any people who are coming from outside without quarantine first here, getting tested. After getting tested, if they get negative, we issue them a referral card like this, where they have to maintain. And every time the government from the health department only check this, they need to refer this card. Approximately since yesterday, 165 are there. Till now, still they have not fed us the data. We cannot go there also to get the data, so we have to wait them till they get all the data, then we could share with you how much.
We've also come to learn that the center has been divided into safe zone and containment zone, where no one is allowed to enter other than, of course, the returnees as well as medical staff. Moreover, returnees are being strictly monitored through CCTV camera set up on every floor to ensure that there is no breach of protocol.
I'm standing here at the administrative block of the quarantine center, and as you can see right behind me, the officials out here are keeping a close watch on the movement to make sure that nobody breaks any protocol. We have an official out here. Sir, if you could tell us a little more on this.
Regarding this camera monitoring we have is inside, we don't allow patient from one room to shift to another room, except for those who parents. Like last time they have husband, wife and kids, so they need support each other. Only those people we allow. But that also on precaution. They have to get permission first from the nurse and doctors. And we always announce when anybody come, we announce from our PA system, like to all the patient, if any guidance they want regarding precaution and all, they can contact. We give them the telecom number of doctors, nurses, for any advice. And for the outside security also, if any try to come in without any permission, then we get to capture from here, and we call the security from there to stop those people who get out without our information, coming without information, and going out without our information.
The situation is similar in other centers across the state as well, where returnees are being kept for 3 days upon their arrival and are then sent for home quarantine if their samples come back negative. If not, then they are admitted to dedicated COVID hospitals across the state.
Right now, I'm standing at IIM Umsawli, and as you can see behind me, these are the quarantine blocks that has been set up out here. This is one of the quarantine centers, like many that has been set up in the state. We were given to understand that there are approximately 160 people already here, and more are coming in. Talk about today, there were around 40 people who have already come out here, and they have been registered and they have been already placed inside the houses. So these are the centers where the people are being brought straight away. They are kept for 3 days, the samples taken, and depending on that, decided what would be the next action. Say, for instance, if it's positive, they'll be either shifted to one of the hospital or another quarantine center, or maybe here. And if negative, they'll be sent home for home quarantine. With camera person Francis Marvin Young, this is Roshan Rai at IIM Umsawli for Northeast Live.